JIT-TV, just in time.
Sanmanan Babugele Makai and a very warm welcome to JIT-TV News, where we bring you nothing but politics, business, sports and also entertainment all in one experience. Ikamalam andile kukulethu intombi yakwacindi umahlaba. Let's take a look at your headlines for today. Attorney General Mabiza, commissioners sworn in. Zim investors offered to buy into Dubai's SLS tower. Rwanda names squad to face Warriors in World Cup qualifiers. A newly appointed Attorney General Virginia Mabiza, as well as 3 commissioners of the Zimbabwe Gender Commission, took their oaths of office before President Emmerson Mnangagwa at State House in Harare yesterday. The 3 ZGC commissioners are Mr. Walter Tonderai Musuka, Ms. Angeline Vere, and also Mr. Gatande. Now, following the swearing-in ceremony, Mrs. Mabiza said she would discharge her duties diligently. Mrs. Mabiza previously served as the country's Justice, Legal and Parliamentary Affairs Permanent Secretary.
Shall I say I'm ready to serve? I'm very ready to serve, and I've got the privilege of having worked in the justice sector for over a decade. So I'm very much aware of the challenges that the office faces today. You may be aware that I'm coming in at a time when the Attorney General is now a statutory body. The Attorney General as a statutory body is now run by a board, which I chair as Attorney General. And it is my hope and belief that any Attorney General in any jurisdiction has an ambition, and what is it? To ensure that there is fairness and justice for everyone, for every citizen, and to ensure that there is observance of the rule of law, and to ensure that we preserve the tenets of impartiality, which we have always held very strongly in our system. Today, let me put it on record that all legal advice is channeled through the Office of the Attorney General, and whoever wants to outsource has to do it with the authority of the Attorney General. And also bearing in mind that outsourcing is a procurement issue, hence I want to speak to all government departments to say, whatever legal issue it is, whether you want to hire advocate from whichever state, it has to come through the Attorney General's office.
Now, the shooting of North Stanfield has caused the CPF to believe there could be more shootings after the Valhalla Park shooting on Saturday afternoon at about 1 p.m. Now, the victim was killed in a drive-by incident where another man was wounded. He was the cousin of alleged 28 boss Rafa Stanfield, who was arrested with his wife Nicole Johnson alongside Jonas Abraham's Denver Boysen and Joe's Brand on various charges linked to a manhunt and attempted murder of a former employee of Stanfield who allegedly stole more than 1 million rands from the couple. They were arrested in the Constantia home earlier this month. Their bail was denied at Cape Town Magistrate Court last week.
At Hewlett's, we believe in a sweet future. A sweet future for our country, planet, and community.
Protec was founded in 1982 with the mission of assisting previously disadvantaged youth for successful entry into STEM-based careers. Protec Tongaat opened its doors in 1991, and from day one, Tongaat Hewlett has played a vital role in ensuring our continued success and growth. Each year, Protec Tongaat supports approximately 120 learners from grades 10 to 12 with an aptitude in maths and science from low socioeconomic backgrounds.
We get career exposure with site visits, career counseling and job shadowing to help us make a more informed career choice.
Studying at Protec has allowed me to rank in the top 10 performing electrical engineering graduates at the UT.
Growing a sweet future is not only about financial support. It is also about creating opportunities, Tongat Hewlett has employed 33 Protech engineering students and have been a partner of Protech for over 30 years, and our support will continue into the future.
Hewlett's, growing a sweet future.
Let's take a look now at the African news for today. Now, it was the latest bloodshed and the fighting since April between the forces of Army Chief Abdel Fattah al-Burhan and his former deputy Mohammed Hamdan Dagalo, who commands the Rapid Support Forces. More than 10,000 people have been killed in the Sudan conflict so far, according to the conservative estimate by the Armed Conflict Location and Event Data Project. But aid groups and medics have repeatedly warned the real toll exceeds recorded figures, with many of those wounded and killed never reaching hospitals or morgues. The war has caused an estimated 5.5 million people to flee both within Sudan and across borders, according to the United Nations. And now on to the international news for today. Now, the Russian military said a Ukrainian missile strike on a shipyard in annexed Crimea had damaged a Russian ship. The Russian Defense Ministry said late Saturday that Ukrainian forces fired 15 cruise missiles at the Zaliv shipyard in Kerch, a city in the east of the Crimean Peninsula. Now, air defenses shot down 13 missiles, but others hit the shipyard and damaged a vessel, a statement from the ministry said. Now, the ministry didn't give details about the ship or the extent of the damage. Let's take a look now at the business side of news for today. Now, Zimbabwean investors have been offered an opportunity to own a stake in the SLS Tower, a luxury mixed-use development in Dubai, through fractional ownership. With a total of 946 units, including 254 individually crafted hotel rooms, 321 hotel apartments and 371 residents. SLS Tower spans an impressive 75 floors, establishing itself as one of the most towering and distinctive hotel and residential complexes in Dubai's Town Down district. Now, with the fractional ownership, investors can diversify their portfolio into luxury real estate with first-of-its-kind individual ownership certificates and guaranteed net annual returns, as well as SLS lifestyle benefits. Now, according to data from the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa, President Paul Kagame made the announcement in the capital city of Rwanda, Kigali. There, he promoted Africa's potential as a unified tourism destination for a continent that still receives 60% of its visitors from outside of the continent. On Monday, President William Ruto of Kenya declared that by December 31, all Africans will be able to enter Kenya without a visa. He said it is time for the realization of the importance of trading among the country and allowing goods, services, people, and ideas to move freely across the continent, he added.
Welcome to Zambezi River Lodge, Victoria Falls. Nestled on the banks of the mighty Zambezi River, right on the edge of the national park, Azambezi occupies the most unique and finest spot with the tranquility and seclusion every traveler seeks. Each of its well-appointed rooms is either garden or river facing, allowing you to soak in the serenity of the environment. The award-winning restaurant Amlonga offers delectable cuisine, which includes our famous high teas. To explore Victoria Falls from this fine location, book any of our packages now. Azambezi River Lodge. Relax, refresh, replenish.
And now on your JIT-TV News Weather Focus. And finally, on your sports news. Now, Rwanda has announced a 30-man professional squad for the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers Group C game against Zimbabwe. The Central East African country will host the Warriors in a group opener at Huye Stadium in Butare on 15 November before the traveling to South Africa 6 days later for their second game. Now, the match against Zimbabwe will mark the first time a newly appointed head coach, Torsten Spittler Frank, will be in charge. And that is all from me to you. A huge thank you for joining me today. As always, kindly please comment and follow us on all our social media platforms on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and also TikTok. Or rather, you can go to our website at www.JIT-TVzw. Signing out, it is Andile Gugulethu. Have yourselves an amazing day.
JIT-TV, just in time. What's your wonder? Is it people? In all their beauty and diversity? In all their hospitality and charm? Or is it people's heritage you wonder at? The noble mystery of a past which, in its grandeur and ingenuity, points to the enduring possibilities of people's future. Or is it the breathtaking diversity of natural landscapes that provokes your particular wonderment? How hills roll into valleys, rivers. You find yourself transfixed by the beauty of wildlife as it runs, flies, swims, lives and thrives. animal nature. Or maybe it's not even the diversity of things that grips you, but the power of that one unique wonder, which in all the world is without parallel, whose beauty calls you back again and again and again. And always leaves you in awe. What is your wonder? Whatever it is, we have it here. Visit Zimbabwe, a world of wonders.
The revolution shall be televised. JIT-TV, just in time.